There are two kinds of history in sports. The first type is obvious. You know the moment is legendary, the instant it happens. Hank Aaron's record-breaking home run, Michael Jordan's final shot in Utah, or Tom Brady raising his seventh Lombardi trophy. The second kind of history is subtler. You don't realize you're witnessing it until later, when you look back and realize something rare and transformative was unfolding in front of you. Watching Josh Allen last night fell into that second category. Buffalo's victory over Miami can be summed up in one simple sentence. The quarterback with less talent and more mistakes lost to the quarterback with extraordinary ability who made none. The Bills put up 31 points without turning the ball over, becoming only the second team in NFL history to open a season with 3 straight games scoring 30 or more without a giveaway. That kind of production combined with discipline is almost unheard of. What makes Allen's story remarkable is that he has eliminated the one flaw most people believed couldn't be coached out of a quarterback: recklessness. For decades, it seemed hardwired. A reckless teenager on the field would still be reckless decades later. But Allen has proved that humility, coaching, and self-awareness can rewire instincts. Since the beginning of last season, he has accounted for 48 touchdowns with just 8 giveaways, and the Bills haven't lost a turnover battle in 25 straight games. Even more impressive, he doesn't lean on one star to pad his stats. 9 different players caught passes last night. We've all admired quarterbacks with big arms and aggressive styles. Brett Favre, Andrew Luck, Matthew Stafford, even Eli Manning. They were fun to watch, but you never got the gunslinger without the interceptions. Allen is rewriting that formula. He still has the biggest arm, the strongest frame, the ability to hurdle linebackers if he chooses, but he's added patience and control. His last 12 games, including playoffs, feature 30 total touchdowns and just 1 interception. That's not supposed to be possible. This also signals a change for Buffalo as a whole. Earlier versions of the Bills could pile up points and light up highlight reels, but when it came to outlasting Kansas City or winning playoff games, they fell short. This year's team feels different. More measured, more disciplined, and less concerned with flash. They squeeze opponents, protect the football, and trust Allen's judgment rather than chasing big plays on every possession. Even Allen himself has acknowledged that maturity means knowing when to press the gas and when to ease off. The contrast between Allen and Tua Tagovailoa highlighted another truth last night. Size still matters in the NFL. A tweet circulated noting that Tua's cap hit will exceed Allen's for the next 4 years. That feels tough to swallow when the two are side by side. For a decade, general managers dabbled with the idea that smaller quarterbacks could thrive. Russell Wilson, Johnny Manziel, Kyler Murray, Bryce Young, and Tua. Outside of Drew Brees, who was historically accurate, few have enjoyed sustained success. Even Jalen Hurts, a talented player and leader, plays in an offense clearly designed to limit his passing volume and exposure. Meanwhile, who dominates the league today? Mahomes, Herbert, Burrow, Allen, Lamar Jackson, Stafford, and Goff. Big, strong passers with the tools to handle bad weather and heavy pressure. Tua's interception last night illustrated this point. He never saw the linebacker. At 6'1", throwing behind linemen who average 6'6", his vision is simply limited. Against winning teams, his career record sits at 10-20. It's not a character flaw, it's physics. That's why boxing and MMA have weight classes. Bigger often prevails. Allen, on the other hand, feels like a Hollywood story. He's entering his Leonardo DiCaprio phase. For years, DiCaprio was brilliant, but missing the Oscar. Titanic, The Wolf of Wall Street, Catch Me If You Can, unforgettable performances, but no trophy. It wasn't until The Revenant, a grittier, more restrained role, that Hollywood finally rewarded him. Allen is in that same space. We've seen the spectacular moments. 400-yard games, leaping over defenders, barreling through safeties. But the trophy hasn't arrived. Now, with a running game, depth at tight end, and a refined style that values efficiency over chaos, this feels like the season Buffalo could break through. Super Bowl 60 could be Allen's Oscar moment. Zooming out, it's also worth noting how fortunate the NFL is with its current crop of quarterbacks. Look around the league. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Hurts, Lamar, Herbert. Not only are they gifted beyond measure, but they're also likable, humble, and grounded. In an era where young athletes can be consumed by ego or distraction, the league's most valuable players are coachable and relatable. That's not the NFL's doing. It's a credit to the players and their families. And Allen may be the best example of all. He combines immense talent with rare humility, openly acknowledging the need to evolve his game. He's rich, famous, and athletically gifted beyond reason, but he's also grounded and disciplined. That's why this version of Josh Allen is so historic. When you combine a once-in-a-generation skill set with a refusal to make mistakes, you get something the sport has rarely, if ever, seen. Over his last 12 games, Allen has thrown for 3,000 yards, delivered 30 touchdowns, and tossed just one interception, all in the AFC, the NFL's toughest conference. Those numbers alone represent history. Sometimes history is obvious, like breaking a long-standing record. Other times it's quieter, a transformation you only appreciate in hindsight. With Josh Allen, it's both. We're not just watching a great quarterback, we're watching a new standard for how the position can be played.